Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Scroggs on The Modern Day MacGyver on YouTube channel. I wanted to make a quick video as fast as I can today to talk to you guys about trying to put up some kind of insulation or any kind of goods in an unsquare building. These traditional, very expensive squares, speed squares, whatever, they don't do you any good. Now originally I thought this was going to be an adjustable square so that I could twist and turn to make it the right angle. But much to my frustration and surprise, after spending that kind of money, I found out it had a locking groove there where it only wants to be a right angle square. Makes a heck of a straight line though, straight edge. But anyway, every one of these, I tried the measurements, left height, right height, bottom left width, top width, cut it all out and I put it up because the sides were still square of the material I was using. Still didn't work because every section throughout this entire building was put up crooked. None of the pipes were level, none of them were square. So here I am in a situation where I have got to invent a brand new process to try my best to make this work on a budget. Now yes, there's probably $1,000 tools out there that do the same thing, but since I'm the modern day MacGyver, I went down to the local big box store who happened to have some metal yardsticks for like $2.88. Already had a hole on one end. So here's what I did, y'all. I took a carriage bolt and a nut right from an aisle or two next to these in the tool section. This was in the houseware section where the hooks and peel and stick hooks and stuff like that, screws, nuts, bolts, that aisle. So there's a couple bucks there, $2.88 per yardstick. I grabbed two of them. Climbed the ladder. Every section where this roof, I would lock that one into place and then climb down the ladder and would lock it. Right now I've got it loose for the video. But I'd lock it into place to where it would hold the angle for me. So whenever I would put it up there, I had the nut tight enough to where I could just literally bring it down, lay it on the material, draw my line. Bottom left corner, then bottom right corner. Drew on the material. Just tell you ahead of time, if you're way off, like an inch off in 4 feet, you're gonna go ahead and sacrifice an inch or two of the material, and instead of trying to use the bottom or the edge, scoot it in an inch or so on each one and just draw it out. And instead of cutting 2 lines, you're going to have to cut 4 lines out of the 4x8 sheet of whatever material you're using. But since all this was so far out of square, I had to do it that way. Before I go, one other thing, if you ever putting up insulation, foam insulation on a metal building, corrugated metal, I watched every video all over YouTube. I've wasted $400 in glues and silicones, liquid nail, DAP, Subthor adhesive, Dynaflex 230, Loctite, PL 400. Tried it all. I went down the top 10 list of the best things to glue this stuff up, and almost every single one of them was a lie. It held up for a week or two, some for a day or two, and as soon as the temperature in Oklahoma started climbing, every one of these things fell and hit the floor. So listen, take it from me, go straight to the Gorilla Glue, the nasty brown stuff that expands, or expandable foam out of a can. Both of those are the nastiest things to work with, but it's the only thing that'll work. But then I had to build me a couple squares, T-squares out of some old 2x4s to hold it up to the glue set. And then ultimately, I went ahead and I cut some strap steel. And I put a little strap of steel in each one of those seams, those sections. Sorry, my phone's dying, so I don't get to see my screen anymore very brightly. But anyway, go ahead and take it from me. Don't waste your money, your time on all that expensive adhesive, because I even wiped it all down with lacquer thinner, got it smooth, clean. It didn't work, it didn't hold. But the metal straps and screws, best bet. Cutting it, I watched every video. I even made a hot knife out of a battery I took an old tonneau cover frame, this aluminum frame right here, stretched a wire across the open end of it, put the one wire on the negative battery post and the frame on a positive battery post, made a hot knife to try to cut all this foam. But I promise you, after 3 months, this isn't the only foam I put up. So after 3 months of doing it, go right to a jigsaw with a metal blade. It'll get dull, it'll burn up, but that blade is still working perfect. 3 months later, I've cut thousands of cuts of foam. Jigsaw's the best bet. Make your own square. This is less than $10, y'all. And if it's out of square, if it is a traditionally built building that's really square, then that other speed square will do you just fine. But if you're in a situation like I'm in, nothing was square, nothing was easy. I wanted to help somebody out today. So if you love the video, please take time to click like, share it if you'd like, or tell others about the page. Even if you've just enjoyed listening to a crazy hillbilly redneck from Oklahoma, that's fine too. I want y'all to go spread some love today. And thanks for stopping by. The modern day MacGyver, building a state-of-the-art dog kennel here in Oklahoma. I hope I've saved somebody time or made somebody laugh. Either way, it makes my day. God bless y'all. Everyone, go spread some love. And thanks for stopping by. God bless.